Welcome to the Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl, and we're going to do the lesson for today. Let's see how this one goes. Feels very quiet. It's early in the morning. I'm doing this. Thank you all for your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. It's a collective, so no comments at this time. When I do my expansion on other readings, I will definitely open up the comments box. But for now, it's a lesson that Spirit wants to give. And you don't really question lessons. You take them or you leave them. However it resonates for you. Like I always mention, they are timeless. So it really doesn't matter what day you listen to the lesson on. It's a question of if it applies. And don't try to fit what I say into your life on the day you listen. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, then it just means that it's not for you on that day. And even if it fits and nothing happens, or you don't feel like the lesson is playing out in your life, or you don't see it, sometimes we're not meant to see. And it happens whether we pay attention or not. It's in hindsight that we realize, oh, that happened to me, things like that. So take it as it comes and pass it on. If you don't feel like it's for you, maybe you know someone who's going through something similar that I'm mentioning. And of course, for readings, just see the description box and send me an email. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting us. Thank you for teaching us what is the lesson for today. What is the lesson for today? Thank you, Spirit. The Star. Destiny. This is back to Higher Arcana. I smile. I'm a little set back because surprise! Your destiny is here. You're focused on what you want comes from this card. You're getting what you set your mind out to get. In some cases, it's unexpected, being that you're oblivious to what would come from your actions. And that's the best surprise of all, especially when it's the Star. It's protection. It is guidance, especially coming from the High Arcana, where you don't know where your you're going, you know, my reason for being here. What is my destiny? Not everybody asks that question, but the ones that do want to know turn on to channels like mine, where we're looking for answers, where we have questions that we need an answer for that can't come from my familiar places. So we look out into the sky, into the stars, into the great beyond, into oblivion for these answers. And that's what brings our destiny, is in the seeking, because we will find. We may not find what we may find may not be what we set out to look for, but it brings us there because we're interested, because we're curious. So the lesson again, it's the higher arcana, so it's happening around us, but to take from it, to take from this, the star, creating abundance, creating the pathway to abundance is what the lesson is here. Determination is everything. So to just sit back and wait for things to come to you, that doesn't bring them to you. It's what you do that cause, that you create, your actions. The effect is your destiny. Do what you did again, and you'll get what you got. Change what you do, and you change what you get at the end. This is why I'm having a slow down. This is a lesson today with the devil coming into the play. Saturn rules our destiny. The devil showing up here is the tool. How do we fathom the devil as the tool to get to our destiny? Well, it's a higher arcana. So we're back into oblivion again. We're back into spirit is doing all the work and we're watching. But please don't take it so lightly that we're watching. We've done things that on our level, our human things, that bring us up to a marker in our life where spirit does have to take over, because what we have done to our capacity. Spirit comes in and says, okay, now it's my turn. As much as a lot of negativity floats around the devil, it is required. The devil is needed. If we don't have bad, then good really does not exist. There's no measure between good and bad. If there is no bad, there can be no good. So to say that the good always wins, no. This is reality here. I mean, we see it every day in our lives. It plays out on television, on the radio, on the internet, in books that we read, in stories that we hear and tell. There is always a good versus evil, and sometimes the evil wins. And when the evil does win, we always say, well, this will pass, this too shall pass, and it can only go on for so long, and things will change, and then the good will take over. Well, yes, because that's how life works. But in this lesson for today, on the day that you receive it, look at the devil as your contribution to the circumstance. That's wide, what I just said there, because you scratch your head and you think, but I'm not a devil, I'm not evil. Wow, how is it? Well, your rhythm, your routine, your habits, what you do subconsciously. I just thought of picking the nose as one. You know, when you see kids pick their nose and you tell them stop doing that, it's a subconscious thing. We all do it. But it's what we would consider as a bad habit. And that's a simple thing. Then there's the other stuff, like manipulation and murder. You know, those bad things, those bad things. Now, I don't want to go into as deep as that, but it is the extreme that I want to express here. So from picking your nose to killing people, this is a wide range. Bad habits can deter you from your destiny, what was meant to be, what was meant for you. Because I do remember saying, whatever is to come to you will not be taken from you. Well, you can take it away from yourself. There is a difference between doing what you are supposed to do and other people getting involved in your life, trying to stop you from getting what is yours. And then there is you knowing that if you don't do certain things, this that you are working for will not come to you, and you find the way to sabotage it through addictions, obsessions, laziness, boredom. These are the things that the devil calls to on an internal level. Bad habits. So Spirit is giving us, again, the recognition that we are in a predicament, as we saw with the 2 yesterday, the 2 of Pentacles, a painful position to be in. Well, the devil is a choice. You are obsessed with something, and that obsession is what is holding you back from your destiny. If you give up the obsession, then you clear the pathway, that pathway to get to your destiny. If you work at trying to get to your destiny and you are cut off from it for whatever reason, then that is your destiny. To be cut off, to see and not reach that goal is a destiny in itself. It is a cycle, because remember, we're here on cycles. However long a cycle could take. When Saturn is involved, it's up to 30 years. So if you've gone through something or many things that have been over the years, and you're feeling it like, oh God, it's just never going to end, and okay, and you submit to it, you surrender to it, you change your destiny. Again, it's high arcana, so we don't really see and feel these things happening. But because we can talk about it in hindsight, as to I've been through so much, and all of a sudden now things are lightening up, that's your destiny playing out. How do you use the devil? Well, you have to recognize your habits. Start there. And then, scratching the surface, recognize that you do sleep in too late, that you are becoming, you want to go up for a promotion, and part of the requirement is to clock in on time. Well, you've been late. And it's a habit. It's becoming a habit because you know you can get away with it. But then if you want the promotion, you want to apply for position, and you show up late, that is going to be a reflection on your interview, and it may make or break your promotion, that you get it or you don't because of that habit. So to realign your destiny according to your dream, the perfect destiny, what you want, this is what I'm going to work for, and this is my goal. Well, realign yourself with how you're getting to it. Check. What habits, good, bad, and ugly? Look at them. Know yourself, because that is a part of the destiny. If you want to complete and fulfill, you must look at everything about yourself, especially the bad habits. The good ones too, because those are your strengths. Draw on them. Use your strengths to combat that demon inside of you that calls you to be lethargic, or too much eating, drinking, sleeping, smoking, sex, whatever it is. Curb those habits. Look at them, identify them, and align what you do to what you want. Where you see the riches coming down, see that, am I doing what is required? And you will know. It's not a question of calling up and asking someone. You know if you are doing what you are supposed to be doing, what is required of you, what is needed from you. You know if you're doing it. If you're honest enough with yourself, you will see to what extent you are doing it or what extent you're not doing it. What Spirit is doing for us. Again, we're back into the higher arcana. I love these cards. The Celestial Tarot is become one of my favorite decks. Okay. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful because Spirit never turns away from us, especially when we're in our weakest moments, because that's what the devil represents too. To be weak, to be succumbed, to be seduced. And then there's the longing to have. You want that. You want it again, and you want that taste again and again. And you're trying. That's what an addiction is, where you want that first hit every time. And every time you try, you don't get it, you try again, because you just want that feeling, that taste, that sensation. Well, Spirit is coming in with healing, to heal those addictions. Facing them is the beginning of the healing. Being truthful and honest about the fact that you have issues, like everybody does, face them. You have the ability. Spirit is coming in with the wisdom. And we're all going to be hit with the wisdom. The understanding that I'm doing this and this is not good for me, so I'm going to stop, or I'm going to take a break from it, or change the way I do and say, it's on every level. It's the way you speak to people. If you want to bring it to a surface level, it doesn't mean you're an evil person. It just means that maybe your demeanor is rough or coarse or crass, and it's habitual. instead of being original with everybody, you are not. You duplicate. Your attitude is the same with no matter who you speak to. That could be a bad thing. It could be a good thing. It depends on especially where you work. If you are repetitive in your actions, yes, then you have to be in order to be productive. But how you greet people, how you behave around people should be authentic. That should be authentic. You being you. If you're not being you and you're pretending to be someone else, that's the devil. If you put on a mask and you're not true and you project an image that is fake, that's the devil. So here, Spirit says, okay, because this is higher arcana and I am beyond you and you humans, you can only do so much. I am going to give you that wisdom. I am going to give you that ability to heal, that ability to be paradoxal, where you scatter the seeds and be fertile. But then the Hermit is represented by Virgo, the Virgin, where chastity is divine. So how can you be the librarian and the slut at the same time is why I'm laughing, because it's just an example. I hope you get my little joke. But because of the devil, I see that. And that's me. That's the devil in me, where I can find a way to be a little wicked. But it is real. This is what the Hermit represents. It's all of the wisdom in healing powers, where you see back here, this is the traditional reflection of the card, the Hermit, where he's a healer. He's mixing potions of medicine. He's a doctor. This represents the healing card, the medicine card. At the same time, this is the balance of life, where we have to be fertile, we have to be creative, and we have to spread and grow and share and be everything that we can be, and live and die and harvest. See, the seeds come out to grow, and then we harvest. And again, it comes back to being in bliss, that putting everything into growing whatever your project is, and then reaping the fruits and benefits of it. That is destiny. That is what destiny represents, doing all the work, the hard work, and then reaping the benefits. Here, Spirit is saying, don't worry. Heal. Face it. You know how to take your medicine. It's a question of taking the medicine, because that's the devil. When you say, oh, I'm not taking my meds today, that's the devil showing up and breaking your spokes and derailing, and very devilish. But the healer, the Hermit, you go in. If you say prayers, then that is your medicine. If you read on scientific information to understand, then that is your medicine. If you sing, that is your medicine. If you go into silence and just think, that is your medicine. You know what will bring you away from your habits. We all do. It is a question of exercise. It is a question of putting that effort into, I know I do this thing, but I can't stop. Well, it takes increments of trying. We are not perfect, and habits are hard to break. But there is a way, and it is a question of focusing on that way. Just meditate. Take time. And the gift, it's a difficult gift. The Seven of Pentacles. Destiny in all of your projects that you were distracted from is playing out. That's the gift. Things that you were working on in the past will be coming to fruition. Had to do a little pause there, but sorry, my concentration went off. The Seven of Pentacles as a gift. All the projects that were set aside are coming into fruition now. Facing the devil, facing the obstruction, because that's what the devil is. He's an obstruction to our satisfaction. The devil gets satisfaction in tripping us up and watching us fall and laughing when we do. That's the devil. But the gift is a double-edged sword. I see the fruition of projects coming in on one level, and then on another we're stuck because of the devil. You see, they're facing each other here. And that could be destiny too, where all of your hard work disappears. Mercury is in retrograde, so at least at this moment that I'm making this lesson appear, it is in retrograde, and things tend to go a little haywire when that Mercury decides to yeah, you know, like you doing a recording and it doesn't work, or like I just got interrupted unexpectedly. That's Mercury. You lose track of what you're trying to say, you get mixed up. That's Mercury in retrograde. Contracts that are new beginnings should be set aside until the retrograde has come to an end, because starting something new in a retrograde, it doesn't come to fruition. By the time the retrograde is over, that would be when your project would be over too. So it would be either really, really quick or not happening at all. And that's destiny. I mean, I can't give a happy ending story if that's not the case for some. I don't want to tell a lie. The fact that the Hermit is here, the doctor, the medicine, the elixir of life, is what is being mixed. Well, actually, he's holding a light, but in other decks, he's mixing. And that mixing is tempering our devilish side so that we can fulfill our destiny. Again, like the Tower, we have to take what comes in the destiny card. It may not be our destiny to fulfill all of these projects. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe none. And that is where our life is changed and we go on to doing something else that we never expected that we would do. For example, you change your career or your job, what you've loved doing for the past 20 years, all of a sudden, nah, I'm done. I want to do something else. You were working in a high paying job, and then all the stress that came with it you were like, okay, I want to make, but then so many years have come and gone, and you're like, well, do I really want to make money, or do I want to enjoy what I do? And I don't really enjoy doing this high-paying job. I want to do something that is menial, that will cost, that I make half the salary. That's possible. That's destiny playing out, where you take all your wisdom from your experience, and you go and do something that's charitable rather than business oriented, for example. At the bottom of the deck is, let me just move these over a little bit, the World card. It is the climax to everything that's been happening in this cycle, however long your cycle was. If it's a 10-year cycle, if it's a 20-year cycle, if it's a 30-year cycle with Saturn, it has come to an end. It is playing out as it should, because it's all, except for the 7, high arcana, including bottom of the deck. Going off into peaceful times. Nice. So if it is that you lose all of your projects, it is for your greater peace of mind, rather. Not for your greater good, but it is destiny that you be blocked, you heal, and you move into a peaceful place. A journey even, where you travel to another place, another country, another state, another town, another city, whatever, another province. Again, the reciprocity card came back. The 4 of Cups here is disappointment. It's boredom. It's lethargy. It's, I'm fed up of doing the same thing over and over again, is what this is in this read. It is also, you keep getting the same thing come to you, and you're just like, I'm tired of this. I'm just tired of it. That day in and day out, you know, I want something different, because it's the 4, you know, it is about comfort. It is about what we call home, and there could be misery, and you're comfy in your misery, and then you realize that's not what I want. It's that lesson of destiny is coming in, where it's like, is this really what you want out of your life? That's a question that has been on the collective's mind every time you sign in or search for a clip like this, where you want answers. Is this really what I want? That's what this card is pulling here. And I don't want this anymore. I want peace. I want, you know, you're thinking a lot about what you want, what you don't want, as where the devil is concerned. And the projects, the ideas, the work, your career, has it amounted to? What is it amounted to? Because you're looking at all of these things, and we have to, if we want change. Reciprocity, equal give and take. Standing up for what you believe in. It's like you're going to take that stand. You're going to face that devil. I mean, we're supposed to. That's the lesson. We're going to do it. We have no choice. We are guided. We are led. We are turned around if needed. We are healed. We are given the wisdom to understand what is that blocks us, what stops us from within ourselves and from what other people are doing to us. Take it as it resonates. If you're in a group, then what is breaking the spokes of that wheel? Who is, if there is a person, or if it is circumstances beyond the control of the group? But coming together and redefining what the goals are will determine if you are able, through the healing, through the mixing and working and understanding what needs to be changed, if there is something that can be changed. If it's out of your control, which it definitely is here, but as a group and a project that you're working on, if it's a timeline and there's not enough time for whatever reason, then the destiny card dictates that this will not come to fruition because there is a blockage. And then that will make room for a new cycle, because this is the end. When the World card shows up, first of all, it's success. So your projects will come in to some, not everyone, and to others it won't. Take it as it resonates to you in your situation. Either way, it is a completion, and there will be peace. So to give you the opportunity to go over the things you don't want, so that you will find balance and there will be a payout. That means more will come. What you don't get now makes room for the next cycle to give it to you, because it's at the end. So we're going to look at the oracle message. Thank you, Spirit, for teaching us, for protecting us. What does the collective need to know more in understanding this lesson? What is the oracle message for this lesson today? Thank you, Spirit. I hope I'm not putting it out of focus doing this. Again, I thank you all for subscribing and liking and sharing and getting very comfy doing this. I really enjoy bringing the lesson for the day out. What is the lesson for today? Thank you, Spirit. The Goddess. Read it. Make sure to feel it in your bones, for you are what you believe. It couldn't be clearer. Oh my, the maypole. Okay, let's do one at a time. You are what you believe. Again, the habits. Face them. Know them. Know what you do that breaks your own wheel. You know, that you're putting, what spokes are you breaking in your own destiny on a personal level. If you know you want something and you know you're doing something that goes against getting you that what you want, then it's obvious you're the one in your own way. There's a healing for that. Okay? There's a healing for everything. Okay, that was a personal level. On a global level, where you are with other people, where circumstances are out of your control. I mean, the destiny card, we can take it from every angle, but the pathway, where we decided to go with the pathway, the way to your destiny. You are walking a particular path individually. I don't want to draw this into different levels. I mean, it is a personal thing. Destiny is a personal thing. No matter how I phrase it, is a group or a business or finance, this is a personal thing. We each have our own destiny. And the question that would come up on a channel, looking for a channel like mine, is I need answers. I need to know, is this going to work? Is this person doing this? Give me answers. Well, the answers are within. What are you doing to affect your own destiny? Make sure you feel it in your bones. Discernment is what comes from this card. Choosing. You choose to do things that keep you back, hold you down, block your destiny, block the riches that you're working so hard to get. If you choose to do those things because you think it's in the bag. No. You just emptied the bag. Saturn is in charge here. If you don't make particular choices, it affects your destiny. And you can blame as many people as you want, but it is a personal thing. I didn't get this because of that person. Go and see what you did or didn't do to get that thing. This is a time where we are being forced to face and take the medicine. When the doctor says you need to take a full dose and you only take half, well, you're only going to heal halfway, if you heal at all, because it's the measure. If you don't take that medicine, if you don't go in there and face what it is that you are disturbing in your own path to your destiny, then it is obvious that your projects, your goals will not come into fruition. But if you go in and face and see that, yes, I did or I didn't do, but it's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. It isn't fair. We're not here to get more than we're supposed to. We don't even know what we're supposed to get. We're here to work at gaining. We're here to work at getting, but we're not guaranteed. The work that we do is not a guarantee that we will get what we think we deserve. We will be called upon and given our just desserts. And Saturn, Father, will be the one to hand them out. The devil always gets his due. So if you owe, you pay, regardless. So always keep in mind that what you give, you will get back. If you keep taking, then you will have to give to compensate for everything that you've taken. That is the balance. That is how the world will play out when all of what you've done comes to fruition or not, depending on how you worked with the devil. Because the devil is always in our lives. Sorry. The bottom of the deck, the maple. I'll read it. I am fertile in what I seed, for there is reason to dance and drink upon the riches I receive. Again, I didn't even look at that, and it just falls into the riches I receive. The goals, the medicine, the fertility here, this spreading of the seeds and working and being abundant, putting all the effort in and doing it with a good heart. That is where the world card will reflect your just desserts, your success, winning the race, winning the challenge. Underneath, I'll just show it, Sacred Waters. He's still there, Wildcat is still there. So just know that you need to be aware that devil is lurking. Show it to you again. Okay, but he's a little further away. He's going back. So because we are aware, sacred waters is this healing. Okay, sacrifice is the other card. To get this devil out of our hair, we need to sacrifice. We need to give up things, addictions. Okay, we need to find our personal link to the devil. Don't be afraid of the devil. He's just a bad habit. And fear is his food. The more you are afraid, the tighter he holds on. That habit won't go away. It'll set in. The more you are afraid of that, whatever it is that you are afraid of, the more control it has over you. I leave it there. And it's another, this was a very interesting lesson. I'm a little tickled with the devil to go take a look at my own, what I'm doing for my own destiny to take shape. Thank you all for showing up and liking and sharing, and see my email address to send me a request for reading. I really enjoy doing readings, and it is what you need to hear, you will hear. Have a blessed rest of the day, and if you don't get this lesson today, don't worry, it'll come around again. Love and light.